We have with us today Mr. Michael Hoskins from Actian. Welcome, Mr. Hoskins. We're happy to have you here. Tell us something about yourself and what your research, what you're working on.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me here. This is fun. I'm Mike Hoskins. I'm the CTO of Actian. Actian is a commercial software company. We're one of the largest private software companies in the world. We specialize in big data and analytics. We've spent about $300 million over the last couple of years acquiring what I think is the most advanced, most parallel, most scalable, most modern infrastructure available for big data and analytics. As CTO, I'm responsible for the long-term vision, the strategic vision of the company. I'm also the primary technical and corporate evangelist, so I get on the road, I get to visit customers, I get to go to conferences like this and see what the state of the art is, and I also get to run what's called the Innovation Lab. So I'm very geared towards big data and analytics, the latest trends, the big innovations that are happening in our space right now. It's a very exciting time.
That's interesting. So where do you think the big data research will be going in 5 years, in next 5 years?
I'll start by saying that the research that's being done in big data and analytics is very important. You don't often encounter these moments in your career, these really big shifts in the landscape. But we're in one of those right now. The advent of cluster computing and commodity computing and cloud computing is really a highly disruptive influence in computing architectures, hardware and software. And so in some ways we're seeing the end of the last 30 years and we're building radically interesting and new infrastructure, hardware and software architecture for the next 30 years. And so the role of the researchers is incredibly important. In some ways we're building this from scratch. So you have a lot of technologies that are very young, very immature. And then if you look at the sort of sexy sizzle spot in big data and analytics, that's the analytics themselves. What is analytics? It's applying high science, advanced science, algorithms, machine learning algorithms to mountains of often machine-generated data. So I see the role of research as incredibly vital as they generally mature this new important infrastructure. But I think as they bring science to analytics, not just traditional backwards-looking BI, but predicting the future. We've only wanted to predict the future for 100,000 years, and it's right at our fingertips now. If we can apply good models, we can extract the meaning, the rules, the insights, the patterns in data that let us make better decisions in every domain of our lives.
Well, that makes perfect sense. So being the CTO of a big organization like Actian, what do you think are the industry expectations from us being researchers from your point of view?
So I'd like to see the transition. So the new term right now, the hot new term is data scientist.
That's true.
And out in the world, businesses are suddenly realizing they can do customer analytics and they can do portfolio analytics and they can do risk analytics in a way. They can do fraud analytics. They can do cybersecurity. They can find the good guys, find the bad guys, find the right pricing, find the next marketing offer to make. All of this is, people are waking up in some ways that it's possible if I had some data scientists, some people who could crunch that data with advanced analytic techniques. Well, there's a huge shortage of those. And so the compelling interest and the big contribution that I think the researchers can make is to, in the academic arena at least, find ways to grow those skills more widely and more quickly, because it's a huge gap right now in the marketplace. People know it's possible. They know that there are exciting benefits, ROI, on applying advanced analytics to data in their industry. There's just a shortage of data scientists. And so having those researchers focus on the science and then how to commercialize that and how to bring the benefits to the world in every industry, that's really the primary mission, I think, right now.
That makes sense. And your speech was pretty refreshing. So what encouraged you to come to this conference, to the AIC conference?
So the opportunity to mix, and of course it's not just speaking, it's also listening to the other speakers. So the presentation before mine talked about instrumenting the universe and applying sensors everywhere.
That's true.
And it's a huge part of my belief. And when you're out there in the marketplace, you need to both listen to customers who are wrestling with problems today, but you also as a CTO need to refresh your understanding, your vision with what's coming in 2 years and 3 years and 4 years. And so conferences like you're hosting here at ASE, these are vital to advance that thinking. And they really offer a venue, a platform for people to exchange these ideas about what's coming in the future. And so as a CTO, for me, not only do I come to share, but I come to learn. And it's a great chance for me to refresh and learn and see what's going on in the research academies as well. So a good opportunity for me as CTO and for Actian as a company to see what's coming.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr.
Sure.
Hoskins. We really appreciate your time, and we are happy to have you here at the conference. See you next year.
Okay,
Yeah.
my pleasure. Thank you.